Hello, and welcome to an episode of Drinking the Kool-Aid. This is a comedy podcast dedicated to the mysterious. My name is Cassidy.
My name's Amanda.
And we are so happy to be here with you today.
We are.
I need you guys to know we're working through an atmospheric river event right now.
Yes. So
this is basically my Super Bowl. I mean, separate from the actual Super Bowl, because I do like that too.
You do.
But I love the weather. And let me tell you, everybody hates that I love the weather until there's a once in 100-year atmospheric river. And then suddenly my phone's blowing up.
We don't hate, and I speak for everybody here.
You speak for the team here.
Yeah. We don't hate that you love the weather. It's great. I hate when you willy-nilly are like, oh my gosh, look what's happening here. Look what's happening here. Oh my gosh, this is what the world is going to be like in 10 years. And I'm like, okay, I didn't ask for that. I don't.
You know what? You did actually, by just being my friend. That's asking for it.
Damn. I need to rethink this friendship.
You were like, oh, your special interest is weather? You should have known then. You know what I mean?
I should have.
Yeah.
But I didn't think you were constantly going to be just like shoving it down my throat.
For the record, I've been a lot better.
Have you?
I think so.
Okay.
I almost missed a hurricane recently.
Oh, God forbid.
I literally was like, what? Like, I didn't even catch it when it was like starting. I caught it like when it was like a day from landfall. That is unheard of for me. And
oh my gosh. How could you have missed that, Cassidy?
I think it's because I'm depressed.
Oh, yeah.
And like the things that used to bring you joy are like mundane
wow.
At a certain point.
Finding hurricanes on the radar.
Well, because I usually check my radar every single morning, and I check everything that's around the United States. And if there's nothing cooking there, I will go over to Europe or Asia or Australia.
Okay.
Just to see, I just need something, you know what I mean? To get my fix. But there's just, I think I really think that I'm just so depressed.
Yeah.
That even that, what a task. And it used to be exciting for me.
Wow.
What's the thing that people say? I can't remember what this is from. Somebody remind me. I know one of you is going to know. But it's depression is when it's not that your food starts tasting less good, right? It's just that no matter how good it tastes, it still is not good enough. No matter how much salt is on the potatoes, they don't taste salty, but it's not because the potatoes aren't salty. It's because you are the problem, not the potatoes.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, girl, I'm right there with you. You and I are in the same boat on the same atmospheric river.
Yeah.
Except I don't like the weather, but I am depressed.
Yeah, so it's I think that's more it, because I'm I'm not finding joy in football. I'm not finding joy in the weather. I'm not finding joy in the things that I normally do find joy in that are strange things.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help that every day you wake up and you're just like, hey, do you want to hear the worst thing that's ever happened to the country that you live in?
Right.
And you have no control over it.
You also like to tell me all those things too.
Well, yeah, because misery loves company.
Yeah. And I try to live by ignorance is bliss. As you know, I don't want to hear it.
But the problem
is,
anyway. Then in 3 weeks, every time I warn you about something, you're
which, by the way,
annoyed.
it's not bliss, because I am still
I was gonna say
depressed anyway. So it really isn't bliss.
With peace and love. It just puts off the upsetness.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And I like to at least try to brace myself.
You're like, I'm just going to drop this bomb on you. You got to be aware of it. You got to know it. You got to feel the feelings and then move forward.
Yeah, it's no good.
Yeah.
But here we are. So just so you guys know, we feel the same as you.
Yeah. You guys, this week has been a whirlwind of emotions.
The last fucking 6 months, man.
Well, yeah.
It's just everything. There's so much happening. And, but yeah.
But we're not here to bring down the mood.
No.
We're here to bring it up.
We are, we are a ray of sunshine in a cloudy day.
That's right.
Which actually, ironically, it's raining today.
It is raining.
And I love the rain. So that is like one thing that I am enjoying.
Cassidy had a glass of wine before I picked her up to record. And we drove through Jack in the Box, obviously.
Yes, we did.
And she's just like looking out the window going, oh my God, do you see those birds of paradise? Those are the most beautiful birds of paradise I've ever seen in my whole life.
I'm sorry.
I was like, what is happening?
What right does Jack in the Box in downtown Long Beach have to have the most beautiful birds of paradise I've seen in like a decade?
They were quite beautiful.
And there was so many of them and they were
Mhm.
all blooming. It was beautiful.
And they were bright yellow and orange.
I was like really just, I'm trying to like find the little
joy,
things,
see?
find
And
the
you
joy
and
where I
you
can.
figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Okay, guys, we're all in this together. Everybody, big group hug.
We're all in this together.
I know that whole dance.
Me too.
I've done it
Should we do it right now?
so many times.
I had to do that at
this
camp.
together. Girl,
Yeah.
I know it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
When you
I
have
love
when
it.
your older brother is gay and he ran the house like the Navy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he's like, quick step
Exactly.
right now, Cassidy.
He was
Your
like,
footwork's off.
Your clap was off time. So yeah, of course I know the
Yeah.
we're all in this together dance.
I'm so impressed and really, truly love that about you.
Also, guys, I know. I need to tone my hair. Okay.
Bitch, shut up.
It's a little yellow. That's fine. Okay. We're on me and her are on a program because we're healing. And look how soft and like,
It does.
right?
Can I touch it?
Yeah, of course.
Ooh, it is soft.
Yeah. Because we've been on a program.
Okay.
So I'm doing everything incrementally after unnamed product here destroyed my hair and all of it fell out and it was crazy.
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
That was super crazy. And I had to cut 4 inches off my hair. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine, guys. It's fine.
You want to know what I always say? Hair grows, and that's all that matters.
Hair grows, pussy wet. You know what I mean?
Or something. Sure.
I don't know. That felt like something somebody would say.
I had never heard that before, but
Me either.
Oh, okay.
I just came up with it.
Oh, you made that up. Hair grows, pussy
Pussy
wet.
wet, yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
I think that's the new saying.
Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it mean exactly?
Like whatever happens. Like your hair is like a metaphor for life. Like,
Uh-huh.
listen, if you shave it all off, it's going to grow if it doesn't look good.
Right.
But like the important thing is like your core values, which is that you have a wet pussy. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Like you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Got that wet ass pussy.
Exactly. You get it. Yeah.
Oh my God. Want to hear a funny story that my coworker told me?
Yes, always.
I got permission to tell this because I thought it was so funny.
Good.
So my coworker and her husband were at her boss's, because she has like another job. She's a realtor.
Okay.
Her boss's house for like a dinner party or something. And it was for Halloween. Sorry. It was Halloween because they were in costumes.
Halloween could be a dinner party.
That is so true. But so they both went as the Louvre heist guys. That was a big costume.
Incredible.
this
Love it.
Halloween. So she had a picture of the Mona Lisa like in her shirt all night to like be like, look what I stole, the Mona Lisa
That's
type
funny.
of thing.
Yeah.
So halfway through the night, they're like, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be so funny if we swapped out one of her pictures in her house with the Mona Lisa?
That would be
And
very
then we
funny.
took home that picture and then like see when she noticed.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, let's do it. So they're looking around the house and they're like, oh, this is a perfect picture. It was like a picture of her son or whatever. And so they swap it out. She puts the picture of her son in her shirt and everyone's about to leave. And the boss is like, oh, show everyone the Mona Lisa picture in your shirt. And my friend's like, oh, no. Like, we got to go,
Yeah.
like trying to leave or whatever. And she's like literally yanking on her shirt, trying to like pull it out.
Pull
She's
it
like,
out,
no,
yeah.
like whatever. So they end up leaving without having gotten the picture out. And they go home.
And everyone's like, why is she so fucking weird
Yeah.
about the Mona Lisa picture?
So they go home and they're like, oh, let's look at this picture and like wait till she finds the Mona Lisa picture and then we'll send her a picture of the one we stole.
Yeah, that you heisted it.
So they turn the lights on and they look at it and my friend's like, oh no,
What?
So they thought they were grabbing a picture of her son. So they thought it would be funny. They grabbed the one photo that was on the mantle of her dead brother.
No. Oh no. No. No.
And she was like, what do I do
How do we do-
now?
what do we
Because
do?
I can't, how do I make this a joke?
Yeah. It's too dark. Like we stole the ofrenda
Yeah.
picture. Oh my gosh.
And it's like the one in the hallway where like it's like obvious, like everyone can see.
Yes.
So I don't know the update on that. I think they were gonna try to go.
Gonna need an update. Are they gonna try and go and like covertly switch it back out?
That's what she told me she was gonna try to do.
Wow. That's
Or she was like hoping like, okay, maybe she'll think this is funny. Like if I tell the story.
Here's the thing. I would think that was funny.
Yeah.
Like if I was the
The
boss, I would think that was very funny.
Yeah.
But people are not everyone's like me. Would you think it was funny?
I would think it was hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like to me, I would be laughing. And the fact that they were so uncomfortable would actually make it funnier to me.
Right.
Like I'd be like, oh my gosh, you idiots. Like that's
Yeah.
so fucking funny. But I do know that there are people in this world that are not like us.
No, absolutely. That's why I
And-
think she was kind of like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, because like I would guarantee you like 99% of our listeners would be like, that's so funny. And it
Yeah.
actually makes it better. And my brother would have loved this.
Yeah.
Right. But like I do know there are people that like take themselves really seriously.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
that's their right. They're allowed to do that. So I would also be afraid because I'm like, especially if it's your boss and like you know them, but you don't like know them.
Yeah.
You know
But
what
I mean, they are pretty close though. So I think it would probably be okay if she just told the full story.
Yeah.
But she just said that they got home and she looked at her husband. She was like, why didn't you realize this wasn't the brother? And he was like, it was dark in there.
Yeah.
I couldn't see.
How was I supposed to know? You didn't notice either. And you put it in your shirt.
I was like, that's too
Honestly, that's imagine if she would have done the unveil out of the shirt in front of everyone.
Yeah,
and it was
like,
the dead
ha-ha.
brother. That would have been
good.
even.
That would have been
so good. I mean, so bad, but so
yeah.
good.
No, that actually would have been even better, probably.
God, that's so funny. Oh my God.
I know.
Wow.
I need the update on that.
I need immediately. I need the update. Yeah, that's crazy.
She told me the next day, and I was like, "Oh, I have to tell Cassidy this."
You're like,
and I was like, "Can I
"Please?"
say it on the pod?"
Yeah,
and she
you're
was
like,
like, "Yeah, I don't care."
Please let me tell this on the podcast.
See, bringing a little joy.
I was going to say there's been so much internet drama recently. Did you see one of the Dancing with the Star guys sent his mirror ball back? He like won, I guess. His name is like
With Max,
Dirty Dave or something.
Dirty Dave.
Sorry, I
Do you
can't.
mean Bobby Bones?
Yes, Bobby Bones. Wait, the fact that you knew. Sorry, it's like
Because I honestly don't know this story. I was just assuming you
it's a
meant Bobby
cartoon
Bones.
ass name. I guess they like interviewed one of the judges and they were like, what's the one thing you like regret or
Because
like
he didn't deserve to win.
yes, and or they were like, who's somebody that you wish you would have given a higher score or something? And he goes, can I do the opposite? The judge goes, can I say the opposite? Because actually what pisses me off is Bobby Bones did not deserve Dirty Dave did not deserve to win. And I guess like Dirty Dave found out about this. Bobby Bones.
Dirty Dave.
Sorry. And then, like, what do you mean your name is Bobby Bones? Like, who is this?
He's a music producer, Bobby Bones.
Okay. Who did he produce?
A lot of people, I believe. To my knowledge, I don't actually know him.
Why are
very
you on
well.
Dancing with the Stars?
Baby, they scrape from the bottom of the barrel.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't call you a star personally, Mr. Dirty Dave.
Like
But-
that's why they get a lot of reality stars. That's why they had Ilaria Baldwin. You know what I mean?
Ilaria. But I guess he
Send it back.
Mr. Bones
Yeah.
heard about this and he sent his golden, it's like a mirror ball or something.
Yeah, it is Mirrorball.
And he mailed it back to the studio, which is hilarious.
I mean, listen, he did not deserve to win.
that's what all the comments were saying on the video I saw.
Milo Manahan should have won.
And somebody said, oh, did they mail it to Milo?
Yes, because everyone says that.
So who's Milo Manahan? Also hilarious
You're not
name.
gonna know who he is, but he's an actor. He's really cute. He's really talented, actually. Really good dancer too. He started on Disney Channel, like in those like zombie movies.
Disney Channel has zombie movies?
Past our time.
Oh,
He's like
okay.
24. But he's in a TV show that I love called School Spirits. That's how I know him.
Oh, you've told me about that
Yeah.
show.
And he was also in Little Shop of Horrors on Broadway.
Milo Manahan.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone's been saying that. Like Milo should have won that season hands down.
I have never seen him before. Oh, he's a singer now?
He's a singer,
Wow,
dancer,
he's
and
only
actor.
24.
He might be 20. I'm assuming he's
24.
young. Oh, I was right. Wow, I'm good.
Wow, yeah. He's all just in zombie things.
Yeah, that's how, like,
I didn't know Disney Channel did Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires. Whoa.
oh, that's like their big thing now. That's like their High School Musical.
Is zombies?
Is these zombie movies.
Zombies, Addison's Monster Mystery. Zombies 2, Addison's Moonstone Mystery. Who's Addison? Is he Addison?
I don't know. I've never seen them.
Zombies Halloween, Cast Party.
But he actually is a very, very, very talented human being. Like, I love him in School Spirits.
Yeah, I've never seen him before. Usually I feel like famous people, when I see them, I'm like, oh, that's a face I've seen before. But I've never seen this face
I also think
before.
he's really cute, personally.
He is a little cutie.
I know.
He looks like, sorry, he's trying so hard to grow a beard. And it's just not working
He
out.
kind of looks like Timothy Chalamet in that picture.
That's what I was just about to say. He's giving
specifically
like
with that facial hair.
Timothy Chalamet, like little, like, you know,
Except he's real fucking tall.
spindly little white boy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
He's like 6'3" or something. But yeah, you should
Well,
watch
just so you
some of his
know,
dances. He's really good.
He's never publicly confirmed a relationship status as of 224
Oh,
or 2024.
well, people think he's dating Lizzie McAlpine, who's a singer.
Holiday Kreigel. Is this a person? Are
I
these
don't
people?
know.
Alexis Wren, Peyton Elizabeth Lee.
Yeah, Peyton Elizabeth Lee is his. Can I see her? I think that's the girl from School Spirits.
I can't show you her because it's just a name,
Oh,
but I can
okay.
look her up.
I'm pretty sure that's the girl from School Spirits.
What was it? Peyton.
Elizabeth Lee? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, nope, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Different Peyton.
Wow.
I think she's from Disney Channel.
He's got multiple Peytons.
She
under
looks
his
like
belt.
a Disney Channel girl.
Yeah, she's in Doogie's. Sorry, what?
What?
Doogie's Come Aloha MD.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she was in Carved.
Oh,
That movie that I went to the premiere of.
yes.
I do. Oh, I do remember her from that.
Well, there you go.
She's in something called Andy Mack.
Girl,
And
these are
and the Prom Pact.
okay. Keep in mind,
I feel old.
This
I
is-
feel so old. This is crazy.
this is the new generation of Disney Channel that we are not a part of. But when back in the day, like think about the weird things that we watched.
yeah, Cat Dog.
Oh, I loved Cat Dog.
I watched a
Rocco's
lot.
Modern Life.
Oh, loved Rocco's Modern Life.
Monsters. What is it called?
Real Monsters.
Real Monsters.
Incredible name for a show, by the
Like
way.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So same shit.
Yeah, I guess. I was never really into the live action stuff when I was a kid.
You weren't a High School Musical girly?
I was not.
I mean, you know
My
the
gay
whole
older
dance.
brother was.
You know the whole dance, babe. Come on. Troy Bolton?
Um,
Are you kidding?
No, I was always an animation queen.
Okay.
I loved it. Yeah.
There's definitely certain cartoon and animation things that I enjoy. And I definitely did fart like way back in the day. Like we
You
just said
farted?
what?
Sorry, you just said fart.
Did I?
Yes.
I did not mean to say fart. That came out of my mouth.
You
I
literally
don't know
I
why.
can't wait to clip this because you literally just said, I fart. And I was like, what word did she mean to say?
I don't know how that F snuck in there. Are we okay?
No, we're not.
I need more White Claw.
Yes.
Anyway, I didn't fart. I don't think. Maybe I did. I don't know.
I fart.
But like way back in the day, I liked cartoons and stuff like we just said, Cat Dog and all the things. But I was definitely more of a live action.
Mm. See, like I would, if it was like on, I would watch it like Victorious.
Okay, Victoria, once again, guys, you know how I am. Little bit on the cusp of my age range was like Victorious and Hannah Montana and all those things. I watched every single season.
So see, I have a younger sibling.
Yeah, me too.
So
Just kidding.
So like all that stuff was on, you know, beyond my age.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like the same age as those people. So it's like,
No, it was made literally for you.
Yeah.
And like you said, like you were kind of like a late bloomer.
yeah, I just,
Theater kid.
I liked,
Also, you were a theater kid, and those shows are literally designed in a lab for theater kids.
yeah, like I was Hannah Montana for Halloween when I was 17.
Yeah, that checks out.
So
That checks out to me. I was Poison Ivy from the New 52 comic book series.
for like 10 years in a row. No, I mean, I still love High School Musical and Camp Rock. And oh my gosh, speaking of, tonight, I'm going to watch the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie.
Oh, are you so excited?
I'm like actually really, really excited. I really truly think that's going to bring me some happiness in my life.
Amanda decorated her whole house.
I did.
She has the tree up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I decided personally, I'm going to leave my pumpkins out because pumpkins can be Thanksgiving too.
They are actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the pumpkins are staying out at my house.
Pumpkins are out forever.
The skulls are year round. So sorry about those.
I was
Those
going to
are just
say,
there.
those are just always there. So.
Recently someone came over to my house and they were like, oh my God, I love your Halloween decorations. And that's just how my mantle looks.
I was going to say,
It's all like skulls and crystals. I'll take a picture of it so Amanda can post it on the Instagram and on the YouTube, like, so you can see it right here. I don't know. I'm holding my hand up wildly, but like, I'm like, oh no, this is just how my husband designed, or my fiance designed our mantle with my skulls.
yeah. You do have a lot of skulls.
Yeah, and I love my skulls.
Yeah. As you should.
Yeah. And my future father-in-law 3D printed a bunch of like anatomically correct human skulls. So I have those now too, and they're really cool.
And you have like a hand.
I have an
skeleton.
articulated hand. It's really cool.
It is cool.
Shout
And,
out
like-
Todd and his 3D printer.
Honestly, all of your decor is kind of like spooky. Like that's just how you live your life, which is fine.
I live in a haunted dollhouse,
yeah.
and that's how I prefer to be.
And I think that's totally okay.
Yeah,
And-
it gives me joy.
See?
You have to find the joy where you can get it.
What was that thing that everyone was obsessed with? Like Marie Kondo.
Oh, does it spark joy?
Yeah.
I never watched the show.
Remember when everyone was like so into that?
Yes. And they were like throwing things away. And I was like, sorry, respectfully, I think that's great for you guys. I'm a maximalist.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm a hoarder.
I am not a minimalist.
I'm
like-
a hoarder, dude. I can't fucking throw out anything. I just have junk everywhere.
Well, I just mean that I like stuff. Like
Yeah,
I
you
don't
like to fill your space with things.
I don't enjoy like an empty, barren thing
Yeah.
is not interesting to me.
yeah.
It's boring. It doesn't bring me joy, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I used to feel a lot of shame and like weirdness about like the fact that I like a little bit of I like clutter. I like stuff.
Yeah.
And I used to feel bad about that because for some reason we live in a society that promotes consumption, but when you show signs of consumption by having stuff, somehow that's like shameful.
No, once again, if it brings you joy, if it sparks joy, then you're allowed to have it. And
Yeah,
if all that stuff sparks joy,
All my
then you're
stuff,
allowed to have it.
All my stuff sparks joy.
Yeah.
All
so
my
there you go.
books, all the weird little knickknacks that I have, they all spark joy. And like,
And that's the whole point of Marie Kondo, so I've been told.
and I like when people come over and I get to like point out like, oh yeah, like look at this weird little like chipped piece of bullshit that I have. Like I have like this weird little like ceramic fish that my little brother bought me like 10 years ago. So he was like 7 at the time, and he saw it and said Cassidy needs that to my dad. And so my dad bought it and gave it to me, and it was chipped when I got it.
Mm.
And I love it. And it's on my bookshelf to this day. And every time I get to like tell that story to people, like I could cry right now because like it brings me so much joy of like, oh my gosh, that's who I am to him,
Yeah.
or at least who I was to him, like when he was 7 or whatever, of like, I'm like, oh, Cassidy loves the ocean. He sees this, he's at the farmer's market or whatever, and sees this dumb little fish and he correlated that with me.
Yeah.
And like, same things, just my little brother again. I have like this Raiders tiki tower out on my balcony because he saw that and said, and he had just gotten his first job and he paid for it with his own money.
Aw.
And he got that for me. And I love it. And every time I look at it, I think, oh my gosh, like I also remember when I had my first job
Yeah.
and I had my own grown up money and I could do things with it. And just the fact that he thought of me when he saw something, I don't care if it's clutter. That means more to me than anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than anything else.
Well, it's something that you and I were talking about recently where it's like thoughtfulness, right? Just like someone thinking of you
Yeah.
and being like, oh my gosh, they would love this, or this made me think of you. I wanted to give this to you. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just,
No, it feels
it's nice.
It feels so good to be thought of
Yeah.
because we are our own like worst enemies, right? And so we always think, oh, like the things we think about people thinking about us are like all the negative things,
Right.
or all the bad things, or all the annoying things. And like, so it's so nice to remember that like actually most likely most of the time people are thinking of you, it's something sweet like that,
Yeah.
right? Like I have one thing that I love is photo booths. So I have photo booth pictures of basically me and all my friends, me and my dad, me and, you know, everybody that I love. Anytime if I encounter a photo booth, I go in it.
Yeah.
And I have them all over my house. And like that's something that I see regularly that like just like makes me laugh because I remember that night, or I remember what we were doing, or like the most recent one was me, you, and Kate in the photo booth at the Queen Mary.
Yes.
And the one of the scare actors popped his head in,
Mhm.
and I just think about how funny that was, and like what a funny time. Like most of the time when people are thinking about you, unless they actually just hate your guts, it's a really positive thing
Yeah.
that they're thinking of.
No, I agree.
And even then, like when I think about like negative things, it's usually because they were funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like how funny when you like stormed out of dinner that one time, right? And you're like,
Well, it's funny now.
yes, but I'm saying like if you think about that, I would assume you'd be like, ugh,
Yeah.
whatever. But
I'm like a little embarrassed about it.
but when, just so you know, when the people who love you think about that, who are there, it's just like a funny anecdote. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like we're our own worst enemy. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I agree. I love you.
Yeah. Because I'm that person. I beat myself up about like every social interaction I ever have. And then so like it's like actually very grounding to remember like, oh, unless you did something like actually like evil,
Yeah.
most people think back on funny interactions and go, what a funny, silly, stupid thing.
It's so true. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
every time someone's like, oh my God, I was so drunk. I'm so embarrassed. And it's like everyone else was also kind of tipsy and we just all had a good time.
Yeah.
So
Or
nobody
if,
actually cares.
even if you actually were the drunkest one,
It's a funny story now.
yeah, unless you like peed on someone's couch or like fuck someone's husband, we all just laugh and think like how funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like unless you did something like actually destructive,
It's so true.
even if you peed on the couch.
I was going to say, I did go to a party once where someone did pee on someone's couch.
Peed on someone's couch.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did they feel about that?
Not particularly great, I don't think.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be very happy.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's why I have a leather couch. You wipe that shit up and you move
There you go.
on.
See? So if you guys need to pee on someone's couch, pee on Cassidy's couch.
Just make sure it's leather.
Okay.
Well, I know some people who wouldn't pee on anybody's couch.
Ooh, tell us.
And they're our new cool kids.
Imagine they're like, no, I've definitely peed on
Like,
someone's
I've peed
couch.
on
Actually,
everybody's
you're
couch.
wrong.
I'm a notorious.
That's like my thing.
I was about to say, I'm a notorious couch peer, actually. So here are some notorious couch peers. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say thank you to our new patrons. We have JJ.
Welcome back, JJ.
Welcome back. We have Samantha D.
Hi, Samantha.
We have House of Monsters.
Oh, House of Monsters. Yes.
And we have Michelle K.
Hi.
Thank you guys so much for joining our Patreon. We hope you are enjoying all of our bonus content. We've, like we say every week, we've been releasing a lot the last like month and a half. We just released a new episode last week that was Amanda talking about a true crime case. And also we just had like a discussion about like the ethics of true crime.
Yeah.
And
I actually really liked that discussion. Like
Yeah.
listening back on it, I was like, oh, wow.
yeah. And I mean, I think that's an important discussion to have. We've had it multiple times when discussing true crime. And I feel like every time we talk about it, there's more and more relevant things
Mhm.
because we are human beings and we're evolving the same way I would hope our listeners are. And so, yeah, we have a lot of fun stuff coming out on Patreon. So if you're not there, you can also gift it if you have a wife, a husband, a girlfriend, a little cousin, whoever who likes the show, you can gift a year-long or monthly Patreon membership to them.
And it's the holidays now, so it makes a good gift.
It's the holidays after all. So just keep that in mind. But thank you guys so much. Well, on that note, should we get started?
Let's get started.
Let's do it. So today we are going to be doing a listener episode.
That is right.
It's one of our favorite things that we do. Also, just a reminder, everybody, if you have any sort of story, if you listen to anything on this episode and you're like, oh, I had an experience like that or whatever, send it to
Send it in.
Send it to our email or go to dtkpod.com/contact and write that bitch out.
Yes.
We also
please.
have an email address because there's some people who like to send, like, they like to write it out in like a Word document and send it as a PDF or whatever. That's also fine.
It's drink the Kool-Aid pod.
drinkthekoolaidpod@gmail.com.
Yeah,
But it's all at dtkpod.com.
it is. That is true.
Oh, this is also, I'm just throwing this out there right now. If you listen to our podcast and you enjoy it and you haven't written us a 5-star review, sorry, Amanda always is like, when do we bring it up? I'm doing it now because we're doing dtkpod.com bullshit.
Yeah.
Write us a review. Amanda wants it.
I want reviews, people. And also, like, if you're listening to us, you guys have no idea how much it helps if you hit the follow button. Like, if you actually subscribe to our show so you get notifications, like when we do drop things in our feed, because sometimes we just drop stuff in our feed, right? So you want that notification. So please subscribe to us and also rate us. It's very much appreciated. Thank you so much.
It is.
You guys don't, like, even Cassie was like, okay, how many podcasts do you actually subscribe to that you listen to? And I'm like, dang, you're right.
Oh,
Like,
that was the first thing that I said to her. She was like, I just don't understand. We have like X amount of listeners and we only have like X amount of subscribers versus listeners versus reviews. And I was like, well, how many podcasts have you ever reviewed? And she
Yeah.
was like, ugh.
And it's so true. And
Yeah.
I need to be better about it. But this is me telling you guys to also help me.
Yeah, this is us telling you it does matter.
It does. It actually really does.
Well, do you want me to start?
I do want you to start. You already have one pulled up, so I'm ready.
I do. So I got this email and it's from Jalen.
Hi, Jalen.
And Jalen wrote out this incredibly long email that I have been like saving for basically for this,
For a special occasion.
Yeah, I've been saving it because in Jalen's email it says, "Hi, I just finished the episode where Cassidy strongly requests Tales from Appalachia. So I wanted to share a couple of my stories with y'all. I had to add it as an attachment because I simply cannot fathom typing this many words into an email. I'm so sorry it's long, but I wanted to give you some good ones. Thank you for all you do."
I'm ready.
You're sat.
Well, literally, I'm sad. And figuratively.
So Jalen says, "Hi, ladies. I've been a fan of the podcast for a few years now, but I'm such a slow listener. I just finished episode 174, ? Same, where Cassidy begs, pleads, prays, and manifests that someone from Appalachia would reach out with some stories. Well, Cassidy, that manifesting worked. I'm here.
Thank you, Jalen.
We love you already." She says, a couple of quick caveats. 1, I grew up in Central West Virginia, right in the heart of Appalachia, from the time I was in kindergarten. But my parents and the rest of my family are actually from Texas. A lot of Appalachian folk practices, including healing, divination, witchcraft, and just good old-fashioned superstition, are passed down from generation to generation, usually from mother to daughter to granddaughter, etc. I've been very lucky to be allowed to witness some of these practices throughout my life, but I don't believe that they are mine to share. Instead, I'm going to share a few experiences/events that happened to me personally and are 100% my stories to share. AKA, I never shut the fuck up about them.
Well, good. I can't wait to hear them.
You're just like me for real. I've always been, or 2, this is the second caveat. I've always been a firm believer in what my best friend lovingly calls woo-woo shit. I believe in ghosties and ghoulies, cryptids, creepy crawlies, and all sorts of demons.
Same.
I do draw the line at capital G God, though. No way that fucker's real. Anyway, Anyway, I share all of this to say that I'm pretty accepting of the mysterious because I've had so many experiences in my life that are just too hard to explain away without accepting that the paranormal is true. Skeptics usually say these experiences are just my mind playing tricks on me, but trust me, the paranormal leaves a different feeling in the air when it's around, and that feeling occurs all too often in the Appalachian woods. Ooh, I already have chills. So with that said, let's get started.
Okay.
My first story starts how so many stories do, a late summer bonfire. After spending the entire day lounging by the pool with my friend Sarah, we drove out to another friend's house to roast marshmallows, laugh until our ribs hurt. My friend Lauren lives in the most beautiful little cabin in the woods about 15 minutes outside of town. The cabin stands in the middle of a small clearing on a heavily wooded ridge on her family's farm.
This is like your dream.
I was literally just saying that. I was like, ugh, imagine just being like, oh, she just lives in this beautiful little cabin on the edge of the woods.
Couldn't be me, but
hey, you actually recently said that it could be you.
well, maybe.
We're getting you there. We're getting you there. To the right of the house sits a chicken coop and a small garden. In front of the house is a parking area just large enough to fit a couple vehicles. To the left of the house is a stone fire pit that we all gather around at least once a week every summer. The evening started very normal. We made some s'mores, we yapped each other's ears off, we laughed until we cried, and generally just enjoyed being in each other's company. A couple hours after dark, Lauren decided to go inside and go to bed. I had house sat for Lauren many times and was just generally very comfortable in and around her house, so I had no issues hanging out until the fire died. After Lauren went in, Sarah and I sat around the fire for another 10 minutes or so. Out of nowhere, I started to get an unsettling feeling in the pit of my stomach. Initially, I just dismissed it as a combination of way too much sugar, not enough water, and the effects of a day spent in the sun. But another 5 minutes passed, and the feeling only grew. I started receiving strong urges to douse the fire and get my ass in the car. Sarah, I said, already standing up and kicking dirt over the minimal remaining flames. How are you doing over there? A tingling, prickling sensation went up the back of my neck like a second set of alarm bells ringing through my body. I'm creeped the fuck out, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That was all I needed to hear. I snapped my lawn chair closed and I led the way to my car. I could hear Sarah's footsteps shuffling through the grass behind me as I unlocked my car. I sent a gentle prayer up to whoever was listening that those were, in fact, Sarah's footsteps.
Oh, no.
We scrambled into the car and I immediately locked the doors. You okay? Sarah asked me. Something just doesn't feel right out there, I said in response. I agree. Can we just go? Said Sarah. I put the car in reverse and began backing out of the parking area. About 20 feet back, there's a small divot on the hillside that I frequently use to turn around. I missed it once, shaken by how deeply afraid I'd become so quickly. So after some wiggling, I finally got us turned around and began to rush up the winding dirt road that led away from the Lawrence house. We rounded one bend and then another, getting closer and closer to the main road. And as we rounded the final bend, we saw a herd of deer in a small pasture to our right. This is a pretty common sight in the area that we live in. It honestly only stood out to me because of what happens next.
Oh, God.
I noticed that the deer that was closest to the road was a buck. Still not a rare sight, but this guy had a pretty decent rack. Same. And I was honestly surprised that he lived so long in such a strong hunting area.
Wait, I'm sorry. What does that mean? Like
the big rack of
like the horns?
Okay. Yeah. So that's how they like count deer, like a bit like that's why they'll like stuff certain heads and mount them because they have like huge giant rack. And yeah.
I'm thinking of the big elk that we saw in the middle of the road and he had
similar
a really big rack.
Huge.
You know
rack.
What I mean?
Look like Dolly Parton out there. I was honestly surprised that he lived so long in such a strong hunting area. As I was creeping along the dirt road, peering out my passenger window to count his horns, he turned around to stare right at us. Now, this seems like a very good time to tell you guys about the knot deer.
I knew it.
The knot deer are most accurately described as a cryptid. They look like deer, but also not. At first glance, you'd think, oh yeah, that's definitely a deer. But then you look a little longer and you start to notice something isn't quite right. Sometimes the proportions aren't right. Sometimes it seems like the creature just keeps expanding, sprouting joints that it simply shouldn't have. Sometimes there's an overwhelming sense that the creature is the most sentient thing you've ever seen, and it definitely shouldn't be. And sometimes, just sometimes, the thing purporting to be a deer has the forward-facing eyes one only expects to find on a predator, not prey.
I just got like a really cold chill.
Yeah. As the buck's eyes peered back at me, a little too close together, a little too direct, and a little too cognizant, I understood why my body had been screaming at me to get the fuck out of there for the past half hour. At the same time, Sarah whispered, "Drive." I let my foot fall heavy on the gas, throwing up a cloud of dust as I raced as quickly as I could toward the main road. I rolled through the stop sign, betting correctly that there would be no traffic on a country road at midnight. Sarah and I rode in silence the entire way back to my apartment, and I didn't go to sleep until we completed multiple cleansing and protection rituals to ensure that we hadn't brought anything home with us and to keep us from inviting anything uninvited in. We all live a bit further apart now, so we don't get to gather around the fire nearly as much as we used to, but we still do it every single time we get a chance. Since that night, though, I no longer stay up and tend to the fire after Lauren goes to bed. I also learned a very important lesson about looking too closely at that deer. Sometimes it's best to just accept them as deer at first glance, don't pay attention, and keep driving.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say because I've heard of the knot deer before, but I don't think we've ever actually talked about.
I strangely was going to cover it soon.
Really?
Because I just saw this video on TikTok, and this is a pause. She has 2 stories, so this is a pause in between them. I just saw this video on TikTok about this woman who lives in Appalachia. She made the mistake of going out one night. Her dog was in the backyard, and she whistled at the dog, and then the dog comes screaming back at her, and she hears her own whistled back at her.
No.
And for 2 years, every once in a while, she would hear the whistle. She wouldn't even whistle, but she would hear that whistle back at her.
Ugh.
Yeah. And that would happen. And then the reason she made the video on TikTok is she was out, was yelling for her dog. Her dog, she hears the whistle. Her dog comes running like crazy back to her. This is 2 years later. That same whistle is still getting whistled back at her, even though she hasn't whistled since. And she was like, oh, I have like a bad feeling. And she turns to like open the door and get the dog in the house, and she hears something drop to the floor behind her. And she said she didn't turn around. She just gets in the house and keeps all the windows closed because that's what you're supposed to do. Like if you see something, you didn't. If you hear something, you didn't, right?
Oh my God.
Those are the rules. And then after that, she started seeing this deer in her yard, and the deer had a horn growing out of its eyeball.
No.
And she's not lying. I saw the picture of this deer. She took multiple pictures and videos of it.
I believe you.
So, because that sounds like something that you'd be like, okay, yeah, sure.
No, I wouldn't.
And
Maybe
so
other
she was
people
like,
would.
I like all of a sudden this knot deer, like that's what she was calling.
Yeah,
She's
that's
like,
a knot deer.
yeah, this knot deer is hanging out in my yard. And she's like, I'm afraid to let my dog out in the backyard at night anymore. So like now he only goes to the bathroom. I only let him out.
Yeah, I was
during
gonna
the
say,
day.
do not let your dog outside.
Yeah. When I tell you that this deer has a literal horn growing out of its eyeball.
Well, now you have to show me the picture of it. I'm like, you're telling me about it, but I gotta see it.
I was like, I wonder if I could find it. Okay, so this isn't the same one that she posted, but it looked like this. I mean, it had a way bigger rack, but like this.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Upsetting.
Very upsetting. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, don't love that.
Whew. Yeah. Listen, like I said, in Appalachia, you don't ask questions. If you saw it, no, you didn't. If you heard it, no, you didn't. Get inside and close the door and don't leave your windows open.
Right.
If you hear a
And-
whistle, no, you didn't. If you want to whistle, no, you don't.
If you heard your own voice, don't answer the door.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Barely answer the door if it's somebody that you love.
Yeah, if you're expecting somebody, don't
Only
answer
if
the
you're
door.
expecting them. All right, so here's the second story. She says, if you liked that story, you're going to love this one.
Man, okay, this is great.
I'm an avid but lazy hiker, especially in my early 20s. I got very comfortable hiking around the woods throughout West Virginia and the surrounding states. It's fair to say that I have spent more hours than I can count finding peace and restoration in the Appalachian Mountains. One day, I went for one of my favorite trails after work. It was only a 2-mile loop, and in the first mile, you walk down a hillside and then you follow the creek around the trail, and it curves sharply upward and brings you to a ridge line that you follow back to the trailhead. The trail is a little out of the way, so it's not super popular, but it's not uncommon to run into another hiker or two on a very nice day. I set off on the trail around 5 p.m. with a couple of snacks, some water, and a good book. With everything settled, I began my descent, leisurely strolling along the creek and letting the sound of the water trickling calm my brain. Right before the trail turned upward to head toward the ridge, I found a tree along the creek bank to rest against. I sat down, I took my book out, and enjoyed the story and the sounds of nature around me. After about an hour, I noticed that suddenly I wasn't hearing any more birds. Having grown up in the woods, I know that this is generally a sign that it's time to pack up and get the hell out. Birds tend to only stop making noise when they bed down, and they usually don't bed down when there is still a couple hours of daylight left.
Oh, interesting.
So
Okay.
if they do, it means that a storm is near, there's a predator near, or something is afoot.
Yeah, or something else is
Yeah.
around.
Either way, it was time for me to get out of those woods. I put my book and granola bar wrapped in my bag, carry your trash out, people, and turned to finish my hike with the steep incline up the ridgeline and then a gentle stroll back to the car. As I walked, I noticed an eerie feeling settling over me. Something seemed very off, but I still had about 3/4 of a mile to go before I got back to my car, so I continued to trudge on. I started to feel a pit in my stomach. Sound familiar? But chalked it up to the exertion and strange stillness of the trees. I told myself that I was psyching myself out, took some deep breaths, and just kept walking. Then I heard it. Soft and gentle in the still air, the faintest sound of someone whistling.
No, we just
The
said
way I didn't even read this story.
Oh my
This is my
gosh.
first time reading this story too, so I had no idea.
No.
Now, as every person who grew up in Appalachia knows, there are two main rules in Appalachian woods. 1, if you hear a whistle, do not turn around. 2, if you hear your name, no, you didn't. I have
I
chills.
literally have chills all up and down my body right now.
These sounds are only ever lures meant to bait you. I heard this ominous advice my entire life, but this was the first time I'd actually encountered a situation where it applied to me. So I followed the rules. I did not turn around. I looked directly at the ground in front of me, and the back of my neck was prickling. It felt like somebody was watching me. But I placed one foot in front of the other and over, trying to keep my breath measured as fear coursed through me. I resisted the urge to look around. I wanted to peer through the trees for a glimpse of a quick moving shadow or a too still figure. But 1 foot in front of the other, 1 foot in front of the other, I only had half a mile now. Again, I hear the whistle. And it was closer now.
No.
I'm literally scared.
No.
It always got closer in every story I had ever heard. So while this did not shock me, it did fill my stomach with dread. I continued walking at my quick but measured pace. Goosebumps pockmarked my skin, sending shivers through my body. 1 foot in front of the other. Do not turn around. You only have a 1/4 of a mile to go. Jalen.
Oh.
The sound of my name. I'm going to cry.
I can never go to Appalachia. I'm sorry.
I'm literally tearing up. Okay. I'm like scared. The sound of my name. So faint that I still don't know whether it was a trick of my mind, a trick of the paranormal, but either way, it sent nausea rolling through my stomach. I was starting to hyperventilate at this point, desperately fighting the urge to run. I knew that so far, whatever was in these woods with me, it was stalking me, baiting me, attempting to gain my attention and steer me off course. As long as I paid no mind and I made it to my car, I knew I would be fine. But if I ran, it might chase me.
Oh my God.
And I knew I couldn't outrun it. Finally, the trees gave way to the side of my parked car off the small side road that held the trailhead. I dashed to my driver's seat, not even bothering to change out of my hiking boots. I started the car, I threw the transmission into drive, and I sped away as quickly as I fucking could. To this day, that's probably the most scared I've ever been in my life. I still do go back to that spot sometimes, but it's not nearly as peaceful to me as it used to be.
I would never go back there again. So.
Honestly, the fact that you keep going back there, like you're a badass bitch.
Yeah, honestly, because you would not catch me in those woods.
Wait for this next sentence.
Oh no.
I hope these stories lived up to your expectations. Yes, Jalen, they did. Also, just a couple of final thoughts as I close. I'll share these. 1, for anyone hoping to visit Appalachia, I absolutely say you are welcome to. Our land is beautiful. Our people are good and kind and hardworking, and our economies could really use the tourism boost. But while these hills and hollers will cradle and protect those who treat them well, they can equally be harsh and unforgiving to those who come with bad intent, disrespect, or any type of malice.
Oh my gosh.
Treat our land with kindness, and the land will be kind back to you. 2, for those who aren't from the area and have always wondered the right way to pronounce it, it's Appalachia. As we often say, if you say Appalachia, we'll throw an Appalachia. That's actually how I knew that's how I know how to pronounce Appalachia, is because somebody said, yeah, you say it like when I was a kid or whatever. They were like, you say it like somebody's going to throw an Appalachia.
Appalachia. That makes sense. How did I used to pronounce it? I did it.
People say Appalachia.
Appalachia, maybe?
Yeah. And then closing, Cassidy and Amanda, thank you so much for the work that you put into the podcast and the joy that comes out of it for all of your listeners. You ladies have kept me company on so many long drives, taught me so much about the world's mysteries, and brought me many, many laughs. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Yeah, seriously.
For that, first of all, amazingly written.
Yeah.
Well told. Like, that was great. I'm glad I saved that for like one of these episodes.
No, that was really good.
Oh my gosh.
You did our work for us. You basically told the whole story.
You did. That was so well written.
We
would always accept more stories from you or any of your friends who live in Appalachia. I'm glad that I saved that for one of these episodes, because sometimes people don't listen to the listener stories.
Oh, that's a shame.
On our thing. And like,
they're always really good.
I get it, because I used to be one of those people, but I'm
a huge, like, anytime I used to listen to other podcasts that had listener stories, like that was my favorite part.
That was your favorite part? Yeah. When I first started listening to podcasts, I was like, why would I listen to this? And then like once I started listening to them, I was like, oh, they're like really fun and really good.
Like podcasts that do like weekly or monthly listener episodes only. Like those were some of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like hearing real, like, not that the stories we tell aren't from real people's, perspectives, but I like hearing just more. It seems more real.
Yeah. Well, because also like we are writing those stories. So like we're collecting information. We're writing the stories. We're like, these ones are literally in the words of the people who experienced them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So thank you so much for that. That was amazing.
Thank you, Jalen. That was awesome.
Yeah.
We would love more.
We would.
You're a good writer too.
Yeah. I don't have anything that's quite as long as that one. So, but my first one I'm going to tell is from Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
Hi, Alicia. Or Alicia. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but either way, hello. So she says, hey there, Cassidy and Amanda. I've been listening to your podcast since the start of the year, 2023, if you don't get the chance to read this message until a later date.
Hi,
it is 2025.
We have a little bit of a backlog happening. Don't worry.
And I'm already up to episode 134. Can't wait to catch up. Assuming you probably did by now. Hopefully. I wanted to tell you a funny, spooky story, sorry, Amanda, from growing up in my parents' 100-plus-year-old house that was a hospital in the 1920s.
Great start.
All right. We moved into the house when I was 13, and as we were getting to know the town and the people in it, way small town, 300 students, K through 12 in the school. Everyone kept telling us the house was haunted. It was a small enough town that many of the people living in it had their own stories of living in the house or knowing someone who did before the house went up for sale and my parents bought it. My siblings and I all took these stories seriously and had all our own experiences the first year we lived there. But our mom was a hardcore skeptic who became known around town for responding to the stories of the house with, "I'll believe in ghosts when they make me a cup of coffee in the morning."
I like that.
Whether it was our neighbors telling her stories, she would say, "I'll believe in ghosts when they make me a cup of coffee in the morning," or us kids telling her about things we are seeing and hearing. "I'll believe in ghosts when they make me a cup of coffee in the morning."
I'm sorry, if a ghost makes her a cup of coffee at the end of this, I'm going to lose my shit.
Till it all came to a head one morning, the winter I turned 14. According to my mom, she had gotten up to get ready for work, went downstairs and started her pot of coffee as usual, then went outside to smoke while waiting for her coffee to brew. When she came back inside and entered the kitchen, there was a pool of coffee in the middle of the kitchen floor. Not a drop on the counter like there would have been if it spilled over the pot, and not a drop in the pot. It was as though something had taken the full pot, carried it in the middle of the kitchen, and dumped the entire thing before returning the pot back to the cradle of the machine. The ghosts definitely were telling my mom that day, "All right, there's your coffee. Believe in us now."
That is so good.
That's
my
crazy.
gosh. I love that.
And I remember waking up to her yelling, "Okay, I get it. Just don't mess with my coffee."
She's like, "Fine, fuck, you're real. Just don't waste my coffee."
I'm sorry, that is pretty rude. You wasted a whole pot of coffee.
Sorry, that's so you.
Absolutely.
Where you'd be like, "Are you joking my ass?"
I'd be so pissed.
Now, not only do I have to clean this up,
yeah,
but also I don't have any coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least give me the cup of coffee so I can drink it while I clean it up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they never did again. But I tell you, she was much more open to the stories she heard after that. Anyway, that's my funny, spooky story. Most of the spirits in that home were just mischievous and liked to play pranks, except the shadow figures in the basement, which used to be a morgue.
Girl, what?
But those are stories for another day.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Sorry, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I want those stories right now.
Yeah, it seems like you're holding out on us. That was a real tease.
Wow.
Dang.
That's crazy. That was a really silly,
just my casual basement that used to be a morgue.
Well, she said it was a hospital. The home was a hospital, so
I know. It's just that's a lot to take in. Right?
It is a lot to take in.
Damn.
I also, once again, you could not fucking catch me living in a house that used to be a hospital. Okay?
No.
Never. I'm not going to Appalachia. No offense. I'm sure it's beautiful. I can't do it to myself. Not living in a house that used to be a hospital. Okay?
I think those are fair life rules.
I think so. Right? But thank you, Alicia or Alicia. That was really fun.
That was fun. And I'm going to need those shadow people who lived in your basement stories.
Yeah, definitely going to need to hear about that. Those guys don't seem as, playful and mischievous.
Yeah, they seem a little, I mean, they might have been the
as
ones
the
who
coffee ghost.
spilled the coffee. But that is so funny that your mom, like, because like every parent has like sayings.
Yeah.
And that's so funny. That was her saying. And then like she was like, "All right, I fucking get it."
Because it's like, most people are like, "Oh, when pigs fly," or something stupid, right?
Yeah.
But like to say specifically, "When you make me a cup of coffee in the morning."
Yeah.
And say that to everybody.
Yeah.
And then that happens.
No, I love that. That's so funny.
So crazy.
That's so funny. I love that. All right. Well, I have a story from Allison.
Hi, Allison.
Allison D. So Allison says, "Hi, ladies. My name is Allison.
Hello.
I'm a Midwest mama with a deep baritone voice. I came to your podcast for the conspiracies and stayed for the gal pal comedy.
Ooh.
My hope that this story offers you a unique, lighthearted tale.
Love it.
It's February 2020, and I wake up from a dead sleep because I had a very vivid dream. This in itself wasn't really surprising because back then I enjoyed the medicinal qualities of cannabis, which often stunts dreaming.
Does it?
Oh, this in itself was very surprising. Yeah, if you do weed, you don't dream usually.
Real interesting.
Yeah, that's a good big thing.
Because I feel like, I take an edible most nights and I have dreams still.
Like I take melatonin a lot. I'm trying to do it less because I know you can like become dependent on it or whatever.
Also that new study.
Yeah, and Amanda sent me some study about like how it's going to make my heart stop or something.
I've been seeing that a lot lately.
And so I've been trying to take it less, but when I take a melatonin, I have crazy vivid dreams. So that's what melatonin's known for. But people who are like regular pot smokers dream less than non-pot smokers.
Interesting.
Typically.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I had a friend who was like a really big pothead and he was like, yeah, I haven't had a dream in 10 years. Yeah.
Actually, okay, no, that does check out because I didn't take an edible the other night and I had a really, really vivid dream. And then I took an edible last night and I don't remember having a dream.
Yeah.
Okay, that checks out.
Because back then I enjoyed the medicinal qualities of cannabis, which often stunts dreaming. Anyway, my boyfriend was sitting in the corner and I tell him that I had a dream that he proposed to me on a beach with a black engagement ring. It was Valentine's Day weekend. Even though I was kind of freaked out by the black ring detail, I let it go.
Hey, a black diamond or the onyx stone
are cool.
Real cool.
Yeah. In March of 2020, we have a spring break cruise. We're about to board the plane. Like we are standing in line and on the phone with customer service, and they confirmed that our cruise was canceled. Oh, March of 2020. Duh, that makes sense. They let us proceed with boarding so we can still enjoy the car rental and the hotel stay that we paid for. But as part of this discounted trip, we have to sit through a super predatory timeshare presentation.
Oh my gosh.
That literally made me cry because of how trapped that I felt. # trauma response. You're relatable. To change the vibe, we go on a nature preserve walk and then hit up the beach. It was sunset and I was catching onto some romantic yet nervous vibes from my boyfriend. Sure enough, he gets down on one knee in front of the ocean and proposes to me as only a local fisherman is a witness. The engagement ring has an alexandrite stone, which happens to look black in some lighting. It wasn't until dinner that I realized the connection to my dream and asked him, so did you just make my dream come true, or was this the plan all along? Not only was this the plan all along, but it turns out the morning that I woke up from the dream was the day that he was going to ask my parents for their blessing.
Aww.
It was a wild realization that made our engagement story super magical. That is really fucking cute.
That's really cute.
Yeah. In all honesty, my dream made him more anxious about the entire thing. So he went to his parents' house to get a pep talk and told his parents about the dream.
She's probably like, why would I dream about this black
This
engagement
stupid
ring?
black ring.
And he's like, oh no.
He's like, oh fuck, shit. My now father-in-law even brought up the story during his toast at our wedding party.
Aww.
And in response, my sister gives this look like, oh, you still do that? To which I non-verbally reply, come on, you know I'm a witch.
Ooh.
A zebra can't change her stripes. Ah, yes,
I
queen.
like that.
My theory is somewhat based on my interest in Jungian psychology, energy healing, and quantum science. It is my belief that because we shared so much of ourselves with one another, our unconscious energy fields were connected to the point where I picked up on all the mental cues and emotional energy that he was using finding the ring.
Wow.
That was just for me. Plan and schedule the, quote, talk with my parents, and even looked at the ring while I was sleeping just mere feet away from him. From my experience, I always have been more sensitive or intuitive and emotionally than most people when I was young. My sensitivity and generic like deja vu feelings, but it was always very vivid. Plus, I could often pinpoint what people were feeling and thinking with little to no information about what was happening. So for me, the high sensitivity paired with all of the shared energies is why I believe I was blessed with a very vivid dream that was the most romantic moment of my life. What do you two think? P.S. Happy engagement to Cassidy. I don't know I don't know about you, but I will never forget the expression on his face when he proposed. One I never saw before and I haven't seen since. Thanks for serving us Kool-Aid and letting us drink it down each week, Allison D.
Aww.
Married 12/26/2020. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Oh my gosh. Pictures?
Sorry,
we got wedding photos?
They have wedding photos.
Oh my gosh.
Look at her outfit. Allison, oh, And the ring is gorgeous.
It's so pretty.
This wedding photo is so magical.
Oh my gosh.
Why are you giving
The fur?
Okay, hear me out.
Can you do that?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
It's giving Charlotte and her husband.
Yeah.
From Sex and the City.
Yeah, 100%.
The bald one.
Yep.
I am obsessed. Wow, you're so
my
beautiful.
gosh.
Look at those earrings too.
No, I love this.
Well, okay, I'm just gonna cry. It's fine. This ring is so gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Allison.
I love that. And honestly, it's so true. Like, I don't know. I'm sure you felt the same way, but like seeing your partner get down on one knee and like be like, will you marry me? I don't know. It's just like, it's such a crazy experience.
You know what I used to always say? I used to always be like, can you imagine Andrew in a jewelry store? And you'd be like, no.
No. I know. I mean, I even just like imagining Andrew or Sam at all ever like I know it happened and we both experienced it, but like still I'm like, it's so crazy that they like got down on a knee and they were like had the ring in their hand and like went to the store and picked it out. You know, I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it really is like, it's unlike anything else, I feel like.
My crazy reaction. Well, you were hiding this from me. What else were you hiding from me? No, I'm just kidding.
I just screamed and I was like, are you serious? Is this a joke? Are you kidding?
Oh, I thought Andrew was joking.
Yeah,
like
me
100%.
Too. Me too.
I was like, this is not a funny joke. And he was like, I'm being so
He's
serious.
like, there's literally a ring in my hand. By the way. Are you kidding?
He's like, I'm down on one knee and there's a ring in my hand. Like, what?
Why is that our first reaction? Like, is this a joke? Are you playing a prank on me? Oh, but that was amazing, Allison. Thank you so much.
Yes, and thank you for including pictures. Love that.
Love when you guys include pictures.
I know, I love that too.
Yeah.
I like when people send us stories and then they just like include a picture of their dog randomly.
Just randomly.
Yeah, or like their cat or their pet bird or whatever the fuck. I just love that.
It's important.
It is. I need to see them.
Yes.
Obviously.
All right. So my next one is from Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
And Hannah says, my name is Hannah. Pronouns are she, her. Before I begin, I just want to say how much joy your podcast brings to my life. Things have been really hard lately, and hearing your laughter always brightens my day. Why am I going to cry? Okay.
Because we're both on our period.
I know, sorry.
We've synced up hard, and unfortunately, it's made us like emotional messes.
Literally immediately.
Because it used to be like one of us. She's literally crying.
I'm sorry. Okay. Whew. Am I going to get through this? Let's see.
You've got this, babe.
I wanted to share this story in case it helps someone else feel a little less alone in their grief. Oh, I'm not going to get through this.
Oh, you're going to, yeah.
All right.
Let
me buckle in.
I was going to say, you might need me. Clock in, babe.
All right.
You might need me to finish this story. It's fine. Just tag me in if you need me.
All right. I got this. This story is called Were the Two Souls Intertwined? It touches deeply on love, loss, and the okay. Already. This is
I know.
A problem. Okay. And the mysterious ways that connection can cross even life and death. I want to give a trigger warning before it begins, as it discusses baby loss, parent loss, and grief. In November 2022, I lost my newborn son, Zach. My beautiful boy, just 6 pounds, 3 ounces, came into the world perfect and peaceful. 1 minute he was in my arms, breathing softly against my shoulder, and the next everything changed. He stopped breathing. He fought for his life in the NICU for 7 long hours. I can still hear the machines, the beeps, the voices rushing around us. Then came the words no parent should ever hear. There's nothing more we can do. I held my baby boy as he took his last breath, and in that moment, my whole world collapsed. An inquest later found that Zach's death was caused by neglect and gross failings in the most basic of care. He had developed an infection called Group B strep, something that kills roughly 1 baby every week in the UK, yet is so easily preventable. Knowing his death was avoidable will haunt me for the rest of my life. This was not your fault.
No. It was negligence by the hospital.
Yeah, so I'm like, please don't have this haunt you.
I mean, it's gonna haunt you
know.
regardless, just because but you know, this is probably one of the craziest types of grief I feel like that you can have.
Yeah. Just a few weeks later, while still reeling from the shock of losing Zach, my dad collapsed. The doctors found a fast-growing brain cancer. It was terminal. Watching him fade so soon after losing my son felt like I was being stripped of everything I loved one by one. Dad had this strange determination about him. He needed to see me have another baby. It was funny, really, because he was such a prude. Hearing him tell me to get trying with my husband was both hilarious and mortifying. He meant well, though. He wanted me to have hope, to believe in new life again.
Well, because he's like,
I know.
I don't want to go until I know that you can move on. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm crying now.
I know. As the weeks passed and I watched him weaken, I had this gut feeling I could not shake. I just knew. I told people, half joking and half certain, that he would die around the time Zach did. I used to say, he will wait for Zach's birthday. You will see. It sounds strange, I know, but grief does that to you. It changes your humor and your instincts. You start to live in a space between heartbreak and dark irony. Then November came again. Dad began to deteriorate quickly. And as much as I had joked deep down, I did not want to be right. But part of me also knew this was him keeping his promise. He had always said he wanted to be with Zach to keep him safe.
Oh my God. Okay.
As my dad came to the end of his life, we surrounded him with love. We sang to him, played music, and held him close. He loved a good tongue twister, and I remember thinking he was not awake. Then suddenly he opened his eyes and joined in. I managed to capture it on video, and it always makes me smile. That was him, full of humor and full of heart. He used to say he was a rich man, not because of money, but because of the people around him, his wife, his children, and his grandchildren. That is something I will carry with me forever. On the night of the 15th, I went home to rest. We took turns so Dad was never alone. My children had a bug, and I felt torn between being with them and being by his side. That night, I had a dream that Dad came to me and said goodbye. He told me he was letting go now, that he was going to be with Zach. Just as the dream was happening, my brother woke me with a call to say that Dad had passed away in the early hours of the 16th of November. I said, I know. He has just come to tell me. Later that day, one of my close friends messaged my husband to ask, has Hannah's dad just passed away? When he said yes, she explained that she had also had a dream where I came to her and told her the news. It was such a strange twist of events that it shook every belief I had ever held. I still cannot explain it, but part of me finds comfort in it. Maybe they are together now. Maybe Dad really did go keep Zach safe, just like he promised. I like to imagine them there, my dad singing his old choir songs, Zach in his arms, both watching over us until the day we meet again. Maybe they were always meant to be intertwined. A grandfather and a grandson, bound by love, by loss, and by a promise that even death could not break. And if love is strong enough to travel between worlds, then I know their souls found each other that night. Thank you for listening to Zach and his granddad's story. Some love is so strong that it doesn't fade. It simply changes shape. And maybe, just maybe, that is how they'll keep guiding me until we're together again.
Sorry, I don't even know what to say.
Wow. Yes, Hannah, they're absolutely together again. I think that's quite obvious. And I'm just so very sorry that you had to experience these losses.
All with like in a year, like
Yeah.
that's so fast.
But at the same time, it's lovely to hear how loving your family is and how much everybody.
Yeah, you clearly have like an amazing family. You had a great dad. Your son was deeply loved for the amount of time that he was here. Sorry, I'm literally like
no, I know.
Choked up.
But yes, I think that your story will definitely, there's people out there that have experienced similar things. And I think we thank you for sharing that story with us.
Yeah, thank you for being so honest and raw. And it is like interesting how when you're so connected to somebody, like you said, like you had the dream before you found out that he passed, like, I don't know, when you're so connected with somebody, kind of like the story that we told before, like your energies are so aligned or connected that literally like and you feel the things that are happening with them. And so it's also just great that you got to have that connection with your dad as well.
Yeah. It's so crazy because like we've heard stories like this before where someone wakes up from literally having a dream of their loved one and then they wake up to a call or news.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's like they have the dream and that loved one passed the second that they were dreaming about
Yeah.
them, which is just so like to me this is what always gets me when people are like non-believers and stuff, because I'm like, how do you explain this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
No, yeah.
this is why I'm always like my mind is always wide open because like I just don't know how else to explain things like this.
Yeah, I agree. And also like to me it just gives me hope because like she said, like until we meet again, like that is like sorry, it's gonna make me cry again. Like that.
Well, because I know one of your biggest fears is that you don't know if there's anything after death.
Yeah. And so when I hear things like that and like I see people experience stuff like that, it's like, yeah, because like there's people that I miss and like there's people that are still alive that I'm like, oh my gosh, that I know I'm going to miss. You know what I mean? And so like that is really scary and really isolating. And so when people have these experiences, I'm just like, okay, like that does like, you know, it sparks a little bit of hope.
Ooh. Okay. Well, once again, thank you,
let's-
Hannah.
We're going to take a quick commercial break so me and Amanda can figure our shit out.
Yeah.
How about I just tell a little spooky story? How does that sound?
I think that sounds fantastic. Let's do that.
Hopefully this one won't make you fucking cry. Me cry either. Not hating.
Don't speak too soon.
I was going to say, yeah. I'm like, I'm usually, you know, we're always one sentence away from crying anyway.
Yeah.
So this is from Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hello, Wendy. Wendy says, I somehow just found you and I'm listening from the very beginning. I'm on episode 24 and you talked about doppelgangers.
Ooh, I love doppelgangers.
We've been in our current house for about 6.5 years. And shortly after we moved in, I had 2 experiences with my stepdaughter's doppelganger.
Oh.
She was 10 or 11 at the time. The first time I was standing at the kitchen at our sink, window open in front of me, and my husband was outside doing yard work. I hear Elle come behind me and say, "Hi, Wendy." And I felt her brush by and disturb my skirt. After a few seconds, neither the fridge door or any of the other 3 doors she might have gone out of, pantry, garage, or backyard, opened, and there was nowhere else for her to go. So I turned around to see what she was doing. There was nobody there. A few minutes later, my husband came in and said, "Where's Elle? I thought I heard her say hi to you." And I was telling the story when she comes down the hall from her bedroom, and she said she'd been there the entire time. So her and her husband heard Elle, the stepdaughter, say, "Hi, Wendy."
Okay.
And she was not there. Ooh, shiver down my spine. I didn't see her, but I did hear her and feel her, which is different from your stories. The second time was about 6 months later when she was not even home. She was at her mom's house. My office and her bedroom are at the end of one hallway. So they're right next to each other. I was walking to my office when I saw her run out of my office and into her bedroom. Sorry, that's like a horror movie.
No.
I can hear like in my head like the little of like the
Well, it's giving Insidious.
Yes. Yeah.
Like when she was it
Opens
Insidious when she
yeah.
opens the closet and
and
he
then
runs out?
that little boy runs
Yeah.
out. Yeah. It's not like it's off limits or anything. So at first I was just like, what the fuck is Elle doing? Then I realized she's not home. I checked her room. I haven't seen her. And so I went and checked her room. I haven't seen her doppelganger since, although we've definitely had a few more ghostly encounters in the house. It's been like 3 years since our last spooky occurrence, so I do think the spirits have just decided that we're boring and we don't freak out enough to bother with. Wendy.
That's honestly probably the way to do it, is to not
Just ignore it. Pretend like it's not
if you're
there.
not scared, they probably won't try to do anything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, as if they're like getting their rocks off. As I was gonna say, as the kids say, but no, like as your fucking dad says. You know what I mean? Like as like a grown person.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's so bizarre.
No, that's terrifying.
What do we always say? There's nothing scarier than seeing or hearing a child when there's no child. For
Quite
some reason,
literally the worst thing.
for some reason, it's so much worse when they're kids.
It's quite literally the worst thing I could possibly think of ever in a million years. Wow. Damn.
Well, what do you have for me?
Okay. Do you want to hear Foursome with a Demon or When Squirrels Attack?
Oh,
I know. 2 good titles.
give me Foursome with a Demon.
All right. Here we go.
Because these are our last ones, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been wanting to write this in, and now that Cassidy has that green thing on her ring finger,
Who, me?
I figured I better speak now or forever hold my peace. Congratulations to the lady that uses her empathy and voice as a weapon and deserves that same deep, compassionate love in return.
I'm crying again.
J'adore.
I'm literally crying again now. Thank you. Uses her. Sorry, that's empathy and voice as a weapon. That's a very nice way to say that I'm a bitch. And I'm not joking. Thank you for that.
Anyways, my name's Kay. As the title suggests, this is not recommended for children. So, the preamble, or pre-ramble, if you will, is for weeks I had been hearing a loud rapping on the wall directly above my bed. Exactly 3. Knock, knock, knock. Mostly at night, sometimes waking me up from sleep. A resounding and rapid knock, knock, knock. I was scared to drift into dreaming, only to be aggressively awakened by knock, knock, knock. My house had experienced other oddities, but I was never disturbed by the sounds of rustling doorknobs, flickering lights, or music boxes that ring as if intentionally answering spoken questions of spirit's presence.
Ooh.
I am no skeptic, but believe strongly that the most frustration in communication stems from misunderstandings, in humans and spirits alike. But something was threatening about these knock, knock, knocks. My insomniac brain could not handle being awakened night after night, and I felt myself devolving, feeling powerless at the torment sleep and lack thereof. Then one night, I felt myself drift into a familiar nightmare, a reoccurring dream of being chased through the world of water. Any dream analysis is welcomed. Like a video game, each night I reset, and through trial and error, I learned how to escape, what paths to take, who to trust. When I'm successful, I make it to a snowy mountain, but am still being pursued and in hiding. Ooh, that's really scary.
That is scary.
When I'm unsuccessful, I am tortured to death and am aware of the long purgative darkness that comes after. The person I had trusted to help me in the water world so many times before had double-crossed me and turned me into the assailants.
Wow. So this is like really like a dream that you are, like it's like a video game you keep logging into, basically.
Oh my gosh. I knew I was trapped and I knew I was going to be tortured, so I pulled myself out of the dream. Again, I was in my room and everything was soaked in shadows. It was still night. Something felt backwards though, like I was being watched. And I noticed something in my room.
What?
Amanda frickin' Goodness appeared from a shadow at the foot of my bed.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Are you part of the foursome?
I'm sorry. What?
Are you part of the demon foursome? Or are you the demon?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen, everybody.
Wait, I'm actually really scared now.
Clock in, everybody.
All right. Woo. Feeling groggy and very confused, my first question, of course, was, where's Cassidy?
We do come as a pair, typically.
Amanda said plainly, she's in the other room getting ready for our threesome, but she wants us to do this first. Oh my goodness.
Oh my Amanda goodness.
This is crazy. In front of the sitting Amanda was a Ouija board, and her hands were already on the moving planchette.
Ooh.
What? Am I a succubus?
I think you're getting succubus right now.
Oh my gosh.
I want to know, was I shaving? I was probably shaving. Or farting.
That was my job. My next spoken thought, still drunk with delirium, was not about her husband, Cassidy's pre-husband, how she got into my house, the fact that you're in LB and I'm in SD, or that we don't actually know each other. No, no, no. I knew this, sadly, couldn't be real because, Amanda, you hate Ouija boards.
It's true.
I began to panic and told her I was leaving, but she said with such a possessed, eerie tone, I started to cry. He wants you to see. He wants you to see who's haunting you. I am so sorry that I was in this dream.
I love it. It's hilarious.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
no.
I'm in the next room waxing my butthole or whatever.
You were getting ready for the
I was getting
threesome.
ready.
Oh no, this part. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The planchette violently slides. B-E-E-L-Z.
Beelzebub.
Beelzebub, Beelzebub.
Your favorite bub.
Wait, this is kind of crazy.
This actually is because you do be talking about Beelzebub.
I do.
You do.
I shook myself awake and first felt the wetness on my sheets from my tears. Not her pussy.
What did I say earlier?
I was beginning to think that for a second.
What did I say earlier? Clear mind, wet pussy or something.
I can't even remember the saying now. But keep your pussy wet.
Keep your front door locked and your pussy wet. Oh my God, I'm never getting another job again. Every time I say anything on this goddamn podcast.
I shot my eyes open, begging for morning, but instead it was darkness again. If I pop up again, I'm so sorry. And I was being
Beelzebub. Sorry.
And I was being watched. A person, a 6-foot tall figure with an indistinguishable shadowy face stood leering over me. Okay, this is not me now.
No, this is Andrew.
Yeah. I'm just as sorry about
Was
that.
he 6'5"?
I had an overwhelming feeling if I moved a finger or breathed too deeply, but I could not slip myself out. I could not wake myself up from this. I could do nothing but close my eyes and feel the hot tears fall until the brightness of the day was undisputed. I have talked to my psychiatrist treating my bipolar insomnia, and he said night terrors can occur from the med combination I was on, and he made some adjustments. But he was never able to give me an explanation for knock, knock, knocking in the day.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay, love you.
Oh my God.
Also, thank you for sharing that. I feel like that's something that like people probably wouldn't want to share because like it's like
I loved it.
whatever. But you know, because you know us, you know
Yeah.
that we would love that.
Wow.
I also love that I was like a character, but I was like in the back room.
Yeah, you were there somewhere.
Yeah.
The fact
was
that
like-
I was the possessed one.
I was like taking shots of Fireball.
getting
and-
ready
yeah.
to party.
I was fucking stretching and stuff, you know, and you're just like, let's Ouija board it out.
Meanwhile, I'm contacting Beelzebub.
Yeah. Beelzebub.
And being fucking creepy. I'm so sorry. You
That's
probably
so
hate
real.
me.
No, you're so real for that,
Like,
honestly.
Every time Kay sees me, she's probably like, oh no, it's her. Amanda freaking goodness.
It's Amanda freaking goodness. You know what? We're going to end on that one.
That
'cause
was
I
great.
love that.
Yeah, that was
great.
fantastic.
Yeah, that was the pick me up that I needed after crying multiple times. I did also cry during that one, but just because you said some really nice stuff about me and I needed that today.
Yeah.
We love you guys.
So much.
If you would like to send a story in, we're going to be doing probably 2 more listener stories or listener episodes before the end of the year, because we're going to be going out of town for the holidays.
Yeah. Things just get a little wild during the holidays, as
Yeah.
you guys know, I'm sure.
I'm going to be covering for Steven with his
You
back
are.
surgery.
You
So I'm going to
are.
be producing some other shows that
Yeah.
I don't normally work on.
Yeah, you're going to be a busy little bee.
I'm going to be a busy bee. So yeah, we're probably going to do a couple more listener stories. So if you have a listener story you would like for us to include, you can do that at dtkpod.com or email us at drinkthekouladpod@gmail.com.
And if you do email us and you give a really good subject line or title to your story, just letting you know it's more intriguing.
Yes.
So
And if you are a patron, also remember that we do boost up our Patreon stories for our weekly tellings
Yes.
of our listener stories. So feel free to just send it directly on Patreon and we will add that to our pile. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. We totally dig you. I'm sorry we cried so much. And I talked about being depressed so much, but we try to keep it real. We try to creep it real here
We are creeping it real
with you
so
bitches.
hard. So hard that I end up in your dreams.
Yeah. Trying to channel Beelzebub for a threesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, he was going to be part of the foursome, I'm assuming.
Sorry, foursome.
So it was going to be
Yes,
us
of course.
three and then Beelzebub.
Foursome. Oh, see, that's the thing. Is like, I could never have a threesome because I just know I would get left out and then I would feel bad. And I'd be like, well, what's wrong with me? You know what I mean?
With this rack?
With this rack of lamb?
With that large rack? I don't think
With
you're
this-
getting
With this 10-point rack?
I don't think you're getting left out of anything, babe.
I would just get tired.
Oh, me too.
I'd be like, oh, it seems like you guys really got it covered. I'm gonna.
Well, if Beelzebub is up in this bitch,
and then I'm over eating mashed potatoes or like
no, you're doing.
I'm in the fridge.
You're doing the High School Musical dance.
We're all in this together.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. We were totally dig you. We're so happy. We hope you guys are having a great holiday season. And if you aren't, that's also okay. You don't.
Yes.
Not every season needs to be your season. It's okay to be depressed sometimes. That's fine. Like that's part of life.
We keep trudging along, guys.
And guess what? The best part about being depressed is when you don't feel depressed eventually, because you eventually won't feel depressed. Something good will happen. It always does.
That's right.
You will feel even better when you
Mhm.
come out the other side of it. But regardless, we love you. But remember to keep that front door locked.
Keep that pussy wet.
I wish we could name the episode that, but I know we can't. Like they would kick us off Apple Podcasts.
Just kidding. I mean, not kidding, but keep the front door locked too.
And keep drinking the Kool-Aid.